No doubt that Baron Sliver took his sweet time in sending it to me. I should have that empty space above his shoulders removed.
We will have our revenge.
We have much to do. But first, I believe a short refresher is in order. We Death Knights have a colorful past with our Scarlet friends, who idiotically rest comfortably in the harbor below us to the northwest. When you are ready for an earful, speak with me again, and I shall provide enlightenment.
There's work to be done. Leave me be.
In their folly, the Argent Crusade has chosen to turn a blind eye upon the presence of the Scarlet Onslaught. We will not. We do not care if they might assist in the battle against the Lich King. We do not believe them worthy of existence. We will be their end, once and for all.
Suffer well.
The forces at Onslaught Harbor are heavily reinforced by Griffin riders. You need a mount that will enable you to put them down. But first, we need the components for the ritual that is going to make it all happen. A great deal of blood is necessary for the ritual to be undertaken.
The Lord Commander points down and to the northwest.
There is a readily available supply down there in the harbor. Sharks, do not return to me until you fill this bladder with their blood.
Tomorrow is another day.
We press on.
How kind, how generous our Lord Commander is. Where he is flowers and sunshine, I am filled only with hatred. It is not enough to end their miserable lives. I want them humiliated, debased. What could be more unspeakable than to be turned into that which you hate? To dedicate your existence to eradicating a thing, and then in the end to become it? How sad. Take this tincture northwest to Onslaught Harbor. Apply it to their still corpses and watch what happens, but avoid the cathedral.
We are done here.
Speak your peace.
I need to know what the Scarlet Onslaught is planning today. You will be my instrument in this task. Fly to Onslaught Harbor and rifle through their baggage trunks for documents. The trunks will be locked, so you'll have to take the keys from the Scarlet Onslaught members by whatever means.
There's work to be done.
Too far away. I need to find something first. I am out of range. I must get closer.
Make it quick.
Well done. Take a moment to let the salt water dry from your skin before we continue.
We are done here.
What could be more fitting than to take one of their own griffins to use against them? Go to Onslaught Harbor and take the reins to one of their griffins from the dead clutches of its rider. Return with the griffin, delivering it to Uzo Deathcaller. He will see to its proper transformation and provide you with further instructions.
Ashes to ashes.
I must get closer. I am out of range. I do not have a target.
Your service to the Alliance has been most impressive, champion. I could not have done better myself. Well, I could, but not by much. Come, meet with me at the Vindicar. It is time that we reward your diligence.
Too far away. I must get closer. I need to target something first. Something first. I am out of range.
I will listen. For now.
Scarlet Onslaught in Delhi is to be delivered to Arok's Grimbana.
The Lord Commander gives you an expectant look by way of a dismissal.
There's work to be done.
A note written by Westwind. Why didn't you say so?
Alright, Atir has the letter from your hand to read it.
The fool. He's actually here.
The Lord Commander laughs.
This is new information. I wonder how he imagines that he's going to conquer the world once he's taken down the Lich King. Not that he could accomplish either task in his wildest imaginings.
Ashes to ashes.
If anyone knows where the Admiral is, then surely it must be his captains on the ships in Onslaught Harbor.
The Lord Commander rubs his hands together.
Basington and Hartford are their names, if memory serves. Go beat the information out of them, and then end their miserable lives. I want to know where the Grand Admiral is hidden.
We are done here.
Speak your piece.
Oh, yeah?
This is gonna be good. Stand back. I'm gonna call down the wrath of the blood ritual.
Tomorrow be another day.
Now that you got your bone, Griffin, I want you to take it back down there every day and make a no-fly zone over Onslaught Harbor. I gotta admit, Mon, I don't really care if you use the bone Griffin to kill them Griffin riders or not, but I'm guessing that if you do, you'll find it much easier to get to them. Besides, it's got lots of neat tricks you can use.
Ashes to ashes.
The Draenei Death Knight fixes you with a cold stare, her eyes dead as the grave. A sly grin creeps across her features.
I'll have more of the tincture prepared tomorrow. Until then, be well.
Suffer well.
You have information for me?
Leave me be.
Hunt them over. I will sift through the useless ones, and if there's anything actionable, I will call upon you. Either way, return tomorrow. It is well known that they change their plans on a daily basis.
They resurrected Landgren. He's the one that will know where the Grand Admiral is then.
We will have our revenge.
I'd heard they have an archbishop in their cathedral, but I had no idea that they'd resurrected and promoted Landgren. The Crimson Cathedral is heavily guarded, with only one entrance, so you'll need help. But we still need to know where the Grand Admiral is. But this time we're not taking any chances. Take this device. It can be used to summon a gate for me to step through once you've killed the Archbishop. I have my answers directly from his compelled soul. We will find Grand Admiral Westwind.
Leave me be. What?
That's the spirit, and you know I need this done every day that we're here. I hope you'll come back again tomorrow. Your bone griffin will be waiting.
We gonna have our revenge.
Too far away.
caves on the backside of the island. How very interesting. Oh, well, at least now I know where all of my missing spies are. When High General Abendis was at New Hearthglen, the Grand Admiral protected himself within an impenetrable sphere of magic before making his escape. I am particularly adept at nullifying magic. Take this to use against him inside the Hidden Hollow. When he puts the steer up, I wish that I could be there to see the look on his face when you do it. Deal with him.
We press on.
Target something first.
Do you have something to report? The light prevails.
Duty, honor, sacrifice, the Lightforged strive to embody these qualities. You have done so with aplomb. It is my pleasure to award you with a symbol of your service.
We will defeat throughout your journeys. You have been a beacon of light in the darkness. You have shown the Alliance what it means to be Lightforged. Wear these vestments with pride, champion. The army of the light will always be honored to count you in its ranks.
I do not have a target. I must get closer. I require a target. Too far away. I do not have a target. I am out of range. I require a target. I need something first.
How did you find me? Did Landgren tell? Thought I would just let you kill me?
I must gather my strength on the homeworld. You'll never defeat the Lich King without my forces. I'll have my revenge on him and you.
You need something? Tomorrow is another day.
Mandanis.
The Lord Commander laughs with abandon.
The fools were taken in by the demons yet again, and now they are destroyed. Trust that my favorite hero will stick around long enough to help us finish off the rest of them? Perhaps one of these would convince you.
Suffer well.
You need something? There's work to be done.
Good. We'll need all the help we can get. Unlocking here is the Argent Crusade's contribution to our effort. Let's cut the chatter and get down to the business of denying the Scourge their armies of the flesh.
Suffer well.
The Naru have not forgotten us. May your days be long and your hardships few.
Another time.
The Lich King's tireless minions labor away night and day to assemble scores of abominations and flesh giants down there in the Fleshworks. Yet, that is not enough. More and more skeletal constructors keep appearing to increase the pace of work. If we do not discover where they're coming from and how they're able to work so quickly, we'll be overrun before we can act in force. Search to the southeast and see if you can find the source of these skeletons.
Ashes to ashes.
You tell the Dark Rider about your discoveries at the summoning altar.
I suspected such. We can't let this continue. Our first priority is to destroy those summoning altars, and then deal with the mess the Scourge has already created here.
We are done here. Leave me be.
So they're summoning in their workers and warriors at those altars? They'll need to be the first thing to go. The Master Summoner should have a staff which allows him to activate the portal. If you kill the Master Summoner and take the staff, you can use it to overload the summoning portal and destroy its altar. Do this at all 4 of the altars and return to me once they've been destroyed.
Ashes to ashes.
The Fleshworks is a vast operation, and it would be difficult to keep an eye on all that transpires there. Fortunately, I have a plan.
Arlie produces an orb from the folds of her cloak and shows it to you.
This is a Death's Gaze orb. With it, we can observe the Scourge's actions and decide how best to strike. Place these orbs on the stands at 3 crucial areas. The Abomination Lab and the Flesh Giant Lab to the southwest, along with the area, the Green Cauldron far to the west.
There's work to be done.
I cannot attack the target. Require a target.
Leave me be.
Dark Reader Arlie nods in approval.
Good. Now we can focus our efforts on shutting down the rest of the Fleshworks.
Suffer well.
Dark Reader Arlie closes her eyes and seems to focus on something far away.
With the eyes of death itself, I watch our enemy. With this knowledge, we will utterly destroy them.
Another time. We are done here.
The Scourge cannot create their flesh monsters without blood and embalming fluid to preserve the parts and keep them functioning. If we can deny them these materials, their army will fall apart, and we can easily destroy their creations. Throughout the labs where the flesh giants and abominations are, together, you will find vats of embalming fluid and large orbs. With blood, destroy these, and bring death to any who would stop you.
Have our revenge!
well met.
The light smiles upon me. I have not yet died in this living nightmare, but the scourge will kill me and tear my body apart for use in their work. Here, if I cannot make it on my own, my child, but with your help, I may yet live to fight the scourge again. Will you help me make my escape before the scourge's butchers come to finish me off?
Go with honor, friend. What can I do for you?
I need to target something first. I must get closer. Require a target. I am out of range.
King's honor, friend.
Chronokai Christor. Remain vigilant.
What is that vile thing?
Dionys Aka.
Olakin handles the shards of metal gingerly.
You saw these on all of the ghouls down there? I've never seen anything like this in all my battles against the Scourge.
Remember the lessons of the past. Do not lose faith.
Olakin turns one of the shards over in an armored fist.
These could pierce armor with enough force. We have to find out what they're made of and what the Lich King intends to do with them. To the east, nestled next to Icecrown Citadel itself, lies Malicris. From the few reports we have, it's full of smelting and smithing equipment. Bring these shards there, and smelt them in one of the open furnaces on the bottom level of Malicris. Once the metal has been reformed, we can identify it.
Blessings upon your family.
Those shards you recovered can only have come from one place, Malicris. It's the seat of the Lich King's metalworking operations to the east of Corporithar. What's puzzling is that metal isn't needed to stitch together abominations or flesh giants, or to summon skeletal servants. Find the skeletal runes myths working on the bottom level of Malachris and capture the plates they're working on. We need to find out why this metal is finding its way to the Fleshworks.
Good health, long life.
We press on.
A dark, hollow laugh greets you as you report to the Dark Rider.
You reek of victory, hero, and that is good news indeed.
We are done here.
Good fortune. Blessings upon your family.
Have you smelted those fragments yet?
Good health, long life.
There is no doubt. This is raw serenite. We've seen weapons from it in the hands of the Lich Kings before, but this is the first time it's been to arm anything else. The scale of that mining operation must be huge.
Remember the lessons of the past.
Were you able to capture those rune plates?
Dionys Akka.
These plates match the shards almost exactly. They must be using cuttings from them to enhance the ghouls produced here. The Scourge is desperate enough to make a weapon of anything, it seems. All the more reason to hasten our destruction of this abominable place.
May your days be long and your hardships few.
The Scourge uses our own fallen against us, by raising them as ghouls or skeletons, or by dismembering their corpses and using the parts to make abominations. This must stop. The dead are heroes who fell in defense of all the living, and they cannot be confined to so grisly a fate. Moreover, we cannot afford to face them again on the field, used as weapons against us. Take this torch with you to the Fleshworks, and burn any of the corpses you find in the Sanctum of Reanimation or the Abomination Lab.
Remain vigilant.
There's work to be done.
So they've been embedding these ghouls with broken shards of serenite down in the Sanctum of Reanimation? We must put a stop to this before these ghouls can be deployed against our troops. Find the entrance to the Sanctum of Reanimation in the Flesh Giant lab area of the Fleshworks. There, the ghoul mastermind Dr. Sabnok keeps the most fearsome of his creations, Patches. Free Patches from his chains and help him take his revenge on the Doctor. Let his own creation be his undoing.
We have our revenge.
something first. I cannot attack that. I cannot attack that target.
Arkenan Poros. Do not lose faith.
Crusader Olakin Sindrith listens solemnly to your report.
It is not the burial they deserved, but it is better than nothing, and better for those who yet live. Thank you, hero.
May your days be long, and your hardships few.
Darkrita Arlie throws her head back and laughs darkly.
A fitting end for the good doctor, wouldn't you say?
Another time. Suffer well.
The workers in the Fleshworks Abomination Lab have already completed a number of their creations. For now, the creatures are chained to the pillars around the edge of the lab. But if we do not, they will march with the Lich King's armies. Grasping arms reach out of the bone piles spread throughout the Fleshworks. These arms belong to skeletons enchanted with the power of fire. Find and free these skeletons, then take them near the completed abominations and watch the show.
Me.
I do not have a target.
Make it quick. Ashes to ashes.
Ah, good. There's nothing like the smell of roasted putrid flesh in the morning. That's the smell of victory over the scourge.
Have our revenge.
With the abduction of Crusader Olakin, the Argent Crusade's forces will have no commander in the final assault on the Fleshworks. While one Crusader is the same as any other to me, the Argents won't see it that way. I hate to see us waste time chasing after this, but I have no choice. Our gallant Crusader has likely been dismembered by now, and his remains used to construct abominations. Go down into the Fleshworks, kill the corpulent horrors fighting our forces, and recover Olakin's body parts.
Leave me be.
I need to target something first.
Get on with it. Another time.
Have you recovered the, remains of Crusader Olakin?
There's work to be done.
Well, I suppose it's good that we've recovered the Crusader, though I doubt his comrades had this in mind. Let's see what we can do to get him back on his feet so we can get this charade over with and complete our mission here.
Ashes to ashes.
We can't afford to waste any time putting Olakin back together. Fortunately, the Scourge has provided a perfect place for you to stitch him back together. Near the Fleshworks Flesh Giant Lab is the Sanctum of Reanimation. Search the area for a spool of thread and the Doctor's Cleaver. Then take Olakin's remains to the large slab in the middle of the sanctum and get to work.
Suffer well.
Krona Kai Christor.
I am out of range. Too far away. Have a target. I must get closer. I require a target.
Black King should consider himself fortunate. No one is rescued from the Scourge. No amount of thread and heroism will save him a second time. I'll make certain he remembers it.
We are done here.
You've done well in destroying the Fleshworks and slaughtering the Lich King's servants. Now, all that remains is to defeat the Fleshworks' greatest accomplishment, the flesh giant known as Morbidus. It will not be an easy fight, but the Shadow Vault has dispatched Margrave Dakar with some reinforcements. Meet up with him at the highest point at the western end of the Fleshworks. Tell him when you're ready to begin the attack, and he'll order his forces into battle.
Another time.
Yes. We are done here.
With the Lich King's flesh giant champion defeated, he must know that the rest of his forces are vulnerable as well. With you by our side, we will teach the Lich King the meaning of fear once more.
We are done here.
A pint?
Be good.
I'd thought Father Camer was dead. Or worse, through your bravery and compassion, you have restored a great ally to the Argent Crusade. You have my thanks, and those of the Crusade.
Watch your back. Off with you.
Our people are being captured and put to work as slaves in the Saronite mines of Ymerheim, the Vrickel stronghold in the middle of Icecrown. The Lich King has them mining that unholy ore day and night. I made a promise to High Lord Fordring that we would get those wretches out of there alive. And that's exactly what we will do. Unfortunately, I've been ordered to stay on this gunship and serve as an ambassador to the Valiance expedition. Will you please rescue them in my stead, traveler?
Be good.
What can I do for you? See you later.
Those Raikal that have gained the favor of the Lich King call themselves the Ymir. They inhabit a city in the center of Icecrown. We have a lot of preparations to before we Icecrown Citadel, and the one that before us now is routing these so-called chosen of the Lich King go to their city, Ymirheim, and slaughter them in their hope that there be no questions as to who the stronger combatants are here.
Be careful. For the Alliance.
We need more men to join the main assault on Ymirheim. Any warrior with half a brain can tell you that Vrickel are fierce fighters and should not be taken lightly. That goes twofold for the Wingedja. They have shown no restraint in proving to us why the Lich King deemed them worthy. Ground Commander Coop is overseeing the assault. The city itself is located in the center of Icecrown. Coop's troops are positioned near the edge of the glacier, east of the city.
See you around. Greetings. Have a good one.
Welcome to Hell, soldier. My men are leading the assault on the gate from this position, and we're dropping some infiltrators in the city via air. We need more people on both fronts. I have a feeling that this attack will be going on for some time.
For the Alliance. Be careful.
I've got some boys suited and ready for their drops inside of Eimerheim. I could use you to see them there safely. Inside the walls, the Vrikul have set up some kind of automated spear guns that have been tearing up our transports. We had our engineers, a suppression turret to down those spear guns. Just fire around near any gun, and the smoke should block its sight and clog its gears. Hop on the turret, and see to it that all my boys make it to their drops in one piece.
See you around. You need something? Have a good one.
Greetings, adventurer. Our troops have been attempting to storm Mirmheim for some time, but these Vrikul are far more vicious than any we've faced before. They've been ambushing us repeatedly as we try to make it up the pass, and we've lost a lot of men. If you to lend yourself to the battle, and help get my squad to the gates of Eimerheim safely, we will gladly reward you for your efforts. Once at the gates, we'll dig in and wait for reinforcements to catch up to us.
See you later. Can I help you? Be careful. I need to target something first. I do not have a target. Too far away. I need to target something first. I require a target. I do not have a target. I must get closer. I am out of range. Too far away. Hey there. For the Alliance.
You have my thanks. This has been a brutal operation, but we haven't had any great options otherwise, being equally as unforgiving to our aerial assault. We need to rout these Vrikul if we're going to stand any chance of pressing on in Icecrown. We're likely to need more help later. Please lend yourself to the battle again, should the chance present itself.
See you later.
I cannot attack that.
You need something? Have a good one.
Excellent work, soldier. We could use more able bodies like you around here. Stop by another day if the operation hasn't wrapped up.
See you around.
The creature speaks directly into your mind. Its thoughts painful and strange. Wonder a thing. I am in need of your assistance. Like your enslaved friends, I'm a victim of the Lich King's Wimirjar and their avarice. When I rose from below to investigate the noises coming from this cavern, they captured and chained me. Will you please help me? The foreman of these mines holds the key to my chains. Kill him. You can feel a pushing against your mind as if the creature is trying to coerce you.
I must get closer. Require a target.
You will be richly rewarded for your service to me. The Darkspeaker projects soothing feelings into your mind. You will not regret unfettering me. Another wave of euphoria, mixed with some pain, crashes through your mind as you approach the creature. Good, good, so that you know I am being fair. I will first give you your reward as promised, and then you will willingly hand me the key.
They're being driven insane. Voices in their heads. Voices in your head. I want you to clear your mind of the taint that has crept into that place. We'll try to get the remainder of them out of there again tomorrow, when you've had a chance to rest.
Watch your back.
the traitor king will fall. Of that, I have no doubt.
See you around.
Get on with it. Leave me be.
I've got an interesting assignment for you, adventurer. If you're up for a challenge, that is. We've been tipped off about an opening below Icecrown Citadel. Our engineers have studied the layout and have decided it's a structural weakness. We've sent some men there along with some borrowed Saronite bombs. They're under Captain Kendall's command. With a little help, we could deal a huge blow to the forces of the Scourge. What do you say, adventurer?
Tomorrow is another day.
Can I help you? Off and away.
Light be with you. Light bless you.
The Horde is up to something and I don't like it. After the stunt, they pulled on the broken front. They're capable of anything, and it's up to us to stop it. There's been a flurry of activity in the skies over the Icecrown Glacier. To the west of Ulduthar and the Iron Wall Rampart, Horde scouts and messengers streak in and out on Dragonhawks, carrying reports and orders. Take this dart gun and use it to kill the Orgrim's hammer scouts. It'll probably work best if you're flying too.
For the Alliance. Too far away. Help? Light bless you.
Have you intercepted those dispatches?
For the Alliance.
It's good to have someone competent running missions, hero. If only we had an army of Heros like you, we could show the Horde what we're made of. These captured reports will help us to maintain the upper hand in this fight. We may be down, but we're far from out.
Go with honor, friend. Be careful. Light be with you.
Hail, hero. Taariq mentioned you'd be dropping by. Any friend of Thessarian's is my friend. Well, any living friend of Thessarian. That is, he does keep odd company.
For the Alliance.
The Saronite bombs are in place, Traveler. We're only going to get one shot at this, however. Let's make it count. We need temporary control of the area for a safe detonation. Let's try to put a dent in the Scourge's numbers.
Light bless you. I am out of range. Far away. I must get closer. I need to target something first. I am out of range. Do not have a target. Well met.
You're as good as Thessarian said. Good job.
Go with honor, friend.
Things are looking good. Let's do this. The stack of bombs is right near the pit. I'll start to evacuate the men.
Be careful.
I saw him get rid of it, you know. He threw it all the way down here. Said he wouldn't need it anymore. Said it made him weak. You shouldn't have touched it, but now that you did, he's going to come looking for you. And he'll find you, unless you hide yourself from him. Bring me blood from the faceless ones if you want to live.
Too far away.
What are you waiting for? You have to rub it on you. Quick, or he'll see you. You should leave now. You'll find a portal behind me. He'll take you to the surface. We'll meet again. He'll be looking for you. It's only a matter of time until he finds you.
Make it quick. We will ravage this land.
It's you, hero. We thought you were a goner. That explosion of yours put quite a bit of hurt on the Scourge. Nearly took Captain Kendall's eyebrows off in the process.
Suffer well.
Alright, let's not celebrate just yet. We need to capitalize on the momentum we've gathered with our little bombing mission. We've spotted a workable Horde Demolisher-class catapult in the field below. The Geists seem to be taking it apart. If you can put it back together, we'll be able to do some serious damage to the Scourge's armies in the valley. Sure, you'll be a little outnumbered, but I've a lot of faith in you.
We are done here. Tomorrow is another day. Speak your piece.
Look what we have here. Eyes of Dominion. The cult normally goes to great lengths to these things safe, but I suppose their options for retreat few when them in their own home. The eyes allow a being of any relative power to control an undead minion's actions precisely. As you can imagine, this can be extremely useful when it comes to your typical clumsy ghoul or skeleton. Care to try your hand at it? Use one of the eyes to control a captured shade.
Tomorrow is another day. I will listen, for now.
Nothing to it, eh? Any intelligent being should have little trouble controlling lesser undead. I suspect only the likes of a true necromancer could use these to seize control of any of the more powerful undead. That won't be a problem, though. I can already think of quite a variety of destruction we can wreak with even the most paltry minions. Shall we have at it then?
Leave me be. Speak your piece. There's work to be done.
My main concern is the Saronite quarry down the path to the southwest. They are pulling up immense amounts of ore from that quarry, and I'd like to know what they're building with it. To that end, we'll start by weakening their defenses. I noticed a series of crystals scattered throughout the bay, and I assume they are defensive structures of some sort, not unlike ziggurats. Use the Eidolon Watcher to destroy any of those crystals that you find.
We will have our revenge. We are done here.
As is usual practice, the undead at the Saronite quarry to the southwest starve, plague hounds to keep them extra aggressive. Use the shade to get up close and feed some of those hounds, and I promise you they'll content to leave you alone. If not, with the hand that... Damn, don't get too close to those things until you fed them though. Their noses don't fall victim to your shade's elusiveness.
Ashes to ashes.
Wolves are fragile things when it comes down to it. And the lookouts at the Saronite quarry down the path to the southwest are no exception. Using one of the shades, I have no doubt that you can sneak up and put down their lookouts without making a sound. Clear out as many lookouts as you can reach in a reasonable amount of time. We'll want their ranks thinned for our assault to come.
Suffer well.
Too far away.
What? Leave me be.
Excellent work. We should have little threat in the air then.
We are done here.
Put them right to sleep, didn't it?
There's work to be done.
Without even getting your hands dirty.
Tomorrow is another day. Suffer well.
Effective tool, is it not? Excellent job weakening their defenses, Traveler. Now we can push the main assault. The plan here is straightforward. We're to destroy anything and get in there and steal some information amidst the confusion. Let me know when you're ready, and I'll set you up with a skeletal griffin.
Ashes to ashes. We will have our revenge.
Shutting down their operation is just half of the plan. The other important goal here is to find out where all that Serenite is being sent. We know of a few places it's been ending up, but the amount they're pulling out suggests to me that there's a bigger project in the works. Once you're inside the quarry, get your hands on any of their documents that you can find. If you're assaulting the place with one of the griffins, you can drop down from it as soon as the wet work is done.
Suffer well. We are done here.
I must get closer. I am out of range. I must get closer.
defenseless. It doesn't get much easier than that.
Ashes to ashes.
Did you bring back what I requested?
There's work to be done.
Let's see here. What do we have?
Karatoza buries his head in the papers for a bit, seemingly gleaning little that he did not already know. Suddenly, he finds what he is looking for.
By Chris, a vial hold. It seems Arthas did not. The loss of his death knight so well. I'm not exactly what he's with all of that serenite, but I have a feeling he might be for something. That boy is not used to losing.
We will have our revenge.
I've already heard some rumors regarding Malicris and Arthas's new Death Knight order, but I assumed it nothing more than filling the void. These numbers suggest he's trying to take it up a notch, though. We dispatched one of our best to Malicris not long ago. Virith the Cunning. You should be able to find him on the Rise of Suffering, just west of Malicris, and inside the Court of Bones. Try not to draw too much attention on your way in.
Tomorrow is another day.
Something first. Too far away. I require a target.
Get on with it. Another time.
The vile hold, a testament to how much Arthas hates losing. Let's drive the blade deep.
Suffer well.
First things first. I saw some lithe stalkers on the ramparts just east of us. They used to serve us before we, with Arthas, and they're about to see a scout, as you can, with a little prodding from an Eye of Dominion. Fly up, find one of the stalkers, beat it down a bit, and then use the sigil of the Ebon Blade to command its obedience. It will recognize the sigil, guaranteed. Lead it back to the top of the rocks northeast of here, and it will find its way to me.
We will have our revenge.
Make it quick.
I've chained the wretch to the post over there, and I'll look into getting my hands on more of them. Now let's make some use of that eye.
Ashes to ashes.
We need to know what we're up against. Use the Eye of Dominion to assume control of a lithe stalker and scout out the area. There are a few spots in particular I whine when, in that eye, you too, a closer look at the overlook in the northeast, the work area in the southeast, the large forge near the center, and the ritual area in the southwest. The stalker can leap far and won't be hurt by large falls. Use that to your advantage to get up and down from those ramparts.
Leave me be. We press on. You need something?
Excellent work. Hey, it seems more Death Knights remained loyal to Arthas than I initially thought. He certainly is sparing nothing in his attempt to replace Akiris. A pure Saronite citadel would be hard to destroy indeed. There's no need to destroy it though. We can halt production and put down these Death Knight leaders here and now, before they become a real threat. Most importantly, we need to disrupt them enough to get those Death Knights away from the leaders so that we can make our strike.
Another time.
We need to cause some disruption. Anything to bring those Death Knights away from their leaders. If we lay waste to their minions below, I suspect they'll have to devote more attention to keeping a close eye on operations. Abominations are easy prey, slow, predictable, and most importantly, stupid. Take advantage of their trust of the stalkers to drag them some of the scourge bombs scattered throughout the construction area. You'll be able to light the bombs far before they figure out what's going on.
We are done here.
The major difference between Bargol and lesser undead minions is that wargle still enough of their minds too, being used for labor. Never will a Vargal be pleased to be working aside skeletons or ghouls. Let's take advantage of this inevitable animosity and start some fights between the umbral brutes and the other undead in Malicris. That should serve to slow production and bring the Death Knights down to babysit. Should be simple. Throw rocks at the brutes as they near lesser undead.
Well.
Gargoyles make effective scouts and can be deadly if left to rain attacks from the air. But they have a very obvious weakness. Most of them have to go through long periods, resting as stone, to maintain the energy they need to carry their heavy bodies through the air. As I peered through the eye you were using, I noticed dozens of ice-skinned sentries resting on the eastern and southern walls inside. Use the stalker to leap up to their ledges and devastate them while they sleep.
We will have our
I must get closer. Yes?
They didn't even think to lay a hand on you, did they? At least they're predictable.
There's work to be done.
No need to sacrifice our own men when they are this easily manipulated, eh?
Another time.
Not so much of a threat when they're sleeping.
We are done here. Ashes to ashes.
It's time that we start cutting off the heads of the beast. I served beside Rokir for quite some time. He knows the unholy arts better than most any other Death Knight I've met, and he's equally as ruthless. Rokir's strengths are most apparent when you are fighting him on his own ground. Sadly, we don't have much option in those regards. But stay on your feet to avoid his undead minions, and you should come out victorious. Be nimble, traveler, and do not take him lightly.
Leave me be.
Saf's a death knight like no other. She'll shower you with sweet words, and you'll swear that she no evil within her heart. And then she'll run you through without even breaking her smile. I have no fear that you'll be able to best Saf, but do not grow overconfident. Her strength lies in lulling her victims into a false ease, shortly before shattering them with a fierce barrage of frost attacks. Do not let your guard down, and do not underestimate her.
We will have our revenge.
Taariq is one of the few Varikul that I've ever seen rise through the ranks, and that was mostly accomplished through if your competition ends up dead. There's far less to compete against. When you join battle with him, spread out from your companions, and keep your distance as much as you reasonably can. He will not hesitate to steal your life force for himself, so you will need to hinder his ability to do so as much as possible. You have my confidence. See to it that he dies.
Suffer well.
Too far away. Something first.
Speak your piece.
The world will be a much better place without Rokir in it. Trust me.
There's work to be done.
I can't deny I'll miss her laugh, and that smile that would creep onto her face just before she killed someone. A little less need to watch my back though, so I suppose I can't complain.
Ashes to ashes.
Though he finally lost, good to hear.
There's work to be done.
With the riders of the host of suffering dead, now is the time to put an end to their true leader, Orbaz Bloodbane. Mograine caught up with me while you were off and told me that he found where Orbaz is hiding. Under Icecrown Citadel itself, there is an immense pit. You will find Orbaz just outside its lip. Some of the Ebon Raid's strongest agents have already been dispatched. Gather aid and join the fight. It is time for Bloodbane to die.
Suffer well. Get on with it.
Mograine himself arrived to see the deed done then. I imagine there was some ill blood between those two. No surprise that he wanted a piece of the wretch. You've done exceedingly well, Questant, and you shall be awarded appropriately. The Ebon Blade thanks you.
Leave me be.
Demolisher has suffered much damage.
The Demolisher has seen better days, but the structure hasn't suffered any permanent damage. The parts you obtained should be enough to get it running again, at least temporarily.
You're going to use this machine against the Scourge. You're not going to win against them like that. You can destroy hundreds, even thousands of them, but you won't win. Not out here. When you're done playing with your machine, meet me to the north. There is an old army encampment. What I will show you will teach you a little bit about who you're up against.
I am out of range.
You see, you killed your fair share, but for every one you destroyed, another rose from the dirt to take its place. You don't know what you're up against, adventurer. Let me show you. You probably think you're quite strong, fighting these undead and crushing their bones beneath your war machines. That is nothing compared to the strength it took to create them. I saw the prince do it himself. I can show you how it happened, if you'd like.
I require a target. I need mana first. I must get closer. Mana is needed. Too far away. I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I must get closer. I require a target. Too far away. I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I require a target.
Give or take.
I am out of range. Too far away. I am out of range.
Sail here, me like shiny. The prince's true power wasn't his ability to make armies out of corpses. That was easy, but killing his own men, with whom he'd shared many battles. The prince's true power was his ability to do what had to be done. Do you see now? Sending your men against the prince's armies just swells things. I don't expect you to understand. You'll probably just end up like the others. You'd best return to whoever sent you. He might be worried.
You need something. Suffer well.
Nice shooting, hero. The Scourge never had a chance. Are you feeling okay? You look like you've seen a ghost. Not that it would be an unusual thing around these parts, now that I think about it.
Another time.
You're a real star traveler. See, when I give one of these other soldiers an assignment, the odds of them getting it done are about 50 minus 50. The odds of them coming back, well, slightly worse. But with you, it's always a guaranteed thing, like gnomish clockwork. Anyway, I have another one for you. Sindragosa's Fall, east of the valley. There is some serious cultist activity, including, and not limited to, the raising of frostworms. I need you to go kick their teeth in. I hate cultists.
We will ravage this land.
Too far away. don't have a target. I must get closer.
A whole brood of blue dragons fell here, and now, one by one, they're being raised by his servants. He raised the biggest of them all himself. Bring me some bone dust from the whelps, and I'll show you exactly how he did it.
I need to target something first. I must get closer. I am out of range.
Did you get the dust, adventurer? Even the mighty worms had to heed his call. How is a simple mortal like you going to resist him? You have a lot of questions, adventurer. You're the only one who can see me, because you touched something that once belonged to him. Don't you remember? Oh, you don't know what it is? Well, I can't just tell you. That would make him really mad. He's not just a prince anymore. He's the king. Meet me at the Court of Bones, north of Icecrown Citadel. And you can see for yourself. There you are. I started to wonder whether you'd show up. Before the prince became a king, he fought many battles, but only one where he came close to dying. He fought right here. After you let me show you what happened, you'll understand everything. Find the blood-stained stone and pick it up from the floor. You'll see what happened. fight. The prince realized what was holding him back was that he was still human. He could still feel. He could still bleed. He still had a heart. The first thing he did when he became king was to rid of himself of it. He threw it down the pit where we first met, and you, adventurer, were the first person to touch it since. Now you know what you're up against, adventurer, an opponent who no longer knows pain, remorse, or humanity. An opponent who will do anything to get what he wants. Heart was his weakness, and now he knows you found it. If you're going to go back for it, you'd best bring help. He will not leave it unguarded again.
Nice job, hero. You make the rest of us look bad.
Tomorrow is another day. Suffer well.
Slow down, hero. Why don't you start again? From the beginning.
Another time.
It's not the first time I've... That story about Arthas and his heart. Always. It, some made, uptail, to impress the rank and file. We must act on this information immediately. Unfortunately, we must do so in secret. Arthas's agents are everywhere, and if he finds out, our plan is dead in the water. We need to take this to the Argent Crusade. Every single paladin in that order was handpicked by Tyrion himself. If there's anyone free of cultist infiltration, it's those guys.
We will ravage this land.
The time of the Argent Crusade is now.
Heavy words, hero. If it was somebody else saying them, I'd be likely to judge them insane.
Find the strength within you.
Just this morning, my scouts informed me of a cult of the Damned procession, from Icecrown Citadel to the Cathedral of Darkness, an artifact, and now I learn that it might be Arthas's own heart. A thing containing the last bit of his remaining humanity. This is a sign of the light. As long as such an artifact exists, there is a chance that Arthas Menethil can become a man again. Meet me at the cathedral's entrance. Be sure to bring a cultist's hood. We're going incognito.
Courage is our greatest weapon.
I am out of range.
Only by working together can we succeed. Each of us has a role to play. Put your faith in the light, and all is possible.
I do not view what we just went through as a failure, hero. Quite the opposite. By allowing me to peer into his heart, you allowed me to confirm what I needed to know. There is no Arthas Menethil anymore. There is only the Lich King.
Do not lose faith.